Hello, I'm Sarah Lambert. I work as a Research and Outcomes Officer at RCSLT, and I'm also a speech and language therapist. I'm speaking on behalf of the professional guidance and research and outcomes teams at RCSLT to tell you about all the different things that we do and all the different resources that we produce would obviously take a very long time. So all that we're going to do in this video is just pick a few key resources that we think will be particularly valuable to you as you move into your speech and language therapy careers and ensure that you take an evidence-based approach to practice. At RCSLT, we define EBP as comprising three components of equal importance. There's obviously the external scientific evidence, but equally important is clinical expertise, so your clinical expertise and also the clinical expertise and opinion of others, and also the perspective of the service user, so your patient and also their family. On the RCSLT website, once you're logged in as a member, you will find our EBP pages. These discuss the model in a bit more detail and also direct you to some resources which look at EBP overall, and that includes our e-learning module, which is an introduction to evidence-based practice. On the website, you will also find lots of different resources which will support you in those different components of EBP. So thinking about clinical expertise, a main section of our website is the clinical guidance. Here you'll find guidance for speech and language therapists on almost 40 different clinical areas, which have all been written by groups of expert members. So if, for example, if we go to the pages on deafness, you'll see you have the general guidance pages and also pages on learning resources related to this area, information about influencing in this clinical area, and also related scientific evidence as well. And we're always looking for members to help us with developing our guidance, including when you're a student or an NQP. So do please bear that in mind. The other key section is delivering quality services. So these areas are aimed much more generally across the profession, and a lot of these are relevant to that part of the model around incorporating the service user's perspective into your decision making. So we have sections on enabling service users, families and carers, on goal setting, and also on supported decision making and mental capacity. We also have some relatively new guidance for members on addressing health inequalities, and that includes information on inclusive speech and language therapy, and also a self-audit tool. In terms of the incorporating external scientific evidence into your practice, we're continually looking at the ways we can support members with that. If we go back to the evidence-based practice pages, we have a section on finding research evidence where you'll find lots of useful links. That includes a link to the RCSLT's journal collection. And this is really important to know about because obviously at the moment as students, you'll have access to journals to be able to search and then read journal articles through your university. Once you leave the university, that will obviously go as well. So it's really good to know that through RCSLT, you have access to thousands of articles from hundreds of journals. You just need to each time come back to the RCSLT website, come back to the journal collection, and then find the journal that you want. And you can see here, once you go through to the publisher's website, you've got access through the RCSLT here. We also strive to keep our members up to date with developments that will support their EBP through a number of different means. We have Bulletin, which as full members you'll receive in hard copy, as well as still being able to access it online. We have the International Journal of Language and Communication Disorders, which is the RCSLT's journal. There's a bi-monthly research newsletter. If you're interested in signing up to that, you can receive that via email. On Twitter, we have lots of different Twitter handles, including, and they all have their own different focus, but we do have one in the RCSLT research team, which is at RCSLT Research. We've got an RCSLT YouTube channel where you can watch lots of webinars and other resources that we've put together. And we also have an RCSLT podcast, which you can access from anywhere that you normally get podcasts from. For those of you who are interested in getting actively involved in research, you may find the SLT Research Practitioner Framework resource map really helpful. This has been developed by the RCSLT in coalition with professional networks to provide SLTs with a tool to navigate a research career and identify support networks and resources. That can be found in the research careers section of our website, which is currently being redesigned. And also within the general research section of the website, you'll find lots of other resources to do with getting started or continuing in research as part of your career. We really hope you found this information helpful. Please see the accompanying PDF for links to all the different resources that we've mentioned today, and do follow us on Twitter to keep up to date with what's happening. If you have any questions at all, you can always contact the inquiries team on info@rcslt.org. And we wish you the best of luck in your speech and language therapy careers.